Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly, or in this case, Scrapping on the Beach. I am back from my trip and I did create my 7 layouts. Here they are from what I took with me. I'm going to share what they look like when I came back, and then I did a few little tweaks and add-ons, just a little bit, not much. So I'm going to kind of do this showing the up close and a little bit slow with all 7 of them here. And then I'll come back with what I had left over as well as what I added to finish them off. So like this layout here, other than journaling, I didn't add anything. This one I'm going to add some dates and some journaling. But this is, I used the collection. I took black and white cardstock. I did a video before my trip. I think on the 4th of April, which was the day we actually left, and just shared the collection that I was taking with me, which is just Beachy by Simple Stories. And I had 7 sets or pictures from our beach trip 2024 that I wanted to document. And so that is what I did. I scrapbooked a layout every night from Saturday through Friday. And I enjoyed getting, a little bit of, walking down memory lane from the year before, and also having a little crafty, scrappy time. A couple of them took me a lot longer because I was like chit-chatting with my niece or just kind of hanging out, which is all part of the fun. But I had a really good time. And the only thing, like on this layout, that big crab, that was not in the stuff that I took with me. But my niece actually had some embellishments from where she's doing junk journaling and like a daily planner, I think. And she actually had that crab and gave it to me to put there. But like I said, I did 7 layouts. I used the collection only, as well as that crab and the black and white cardstock. And then I came home and added some enamel accents and journaling, which I'll share with you in the end. This is like the last day of our trip from 2024, and my sister and my nephew were at the gas station right before we left town. So yeah, I got 7 whole layouts done. I felt really good about them. I didn't feel like I was compromising or, just kind of winging it. I mean, any more than I already do. I knew that could come home and add some things if I needed to. And I knew coming home that there will be some things like one of the titles isn't completed. So I wanted to make sure that I could do that. So there are the 7 things I brought home. And then this is the collection of what I brought back with me. So I took the Simple Stories, Just Beachy 176 piece set, which had all the papers and then the sticker sheet and then the extra bits and pieces. And so I used all of the things that are missing from here only on my adventures. So I still have quite a bit left to work with for my 2025 scrapbooking. Some things I left on purpose. Like I could have used it, but I was like, oh no, like all the sunglasses. Y'all, you cannot even believe the fabulous pictures I'm going to have of my grandson in sunglasses. So I kept all of those. I didn't use a single one of them. And then these are the papers that are left. It was a 12-piece kit, I think. And I have 4 completely full sheets. And then like some of these cut aparts, I have, part of those got used, of course. And then I used some of the cut aparts as well. I love this beach paper, but I also love that stripe. So I'm not sure, but I really think I'm going to use that beach paper. These cut aparts are fine, but I don't like the bigger ones. I'll probably use this back paper. A lot of these are really fun, so I might use a little bit of both. And then some of these are really fun, and I'm not a huge fan of that yellow paper. So I'm going to keep these all together, of course, with my leftovers, and I will use those to document some other layouts for 2025. And then here is what I did with my 7 layouts. I added some black enamel accents. I did my journaling. I added little cherries on here. This is a jar of cherries I absolutely destroyed at Walmart. And so I journaled about that. The only thing I added here was some journaling because I felt like this layout was perfect. I took as much pink off of there as I could because my best friend hates pink. So I tore it up there at the top where that palm tree was, and I love the way that turned out. I added journaling on here, some dates, and really that was it. This is some of the food we had in 2024. And I journaled about the specifics of some of the food, and I added yum to holiday yum. And then I added some enamel accents on to this layout, filled in that little geotag, and then of course did my journaling. And then on this one, I added some enamel dots and some journaling as well. Really, that's the majority of what I did on any of these except that first one, and then finishing up the title on the one I just shared with you, which was a sketch. That one with the crab was a sketch from Anne Marie Bryant, Scrapbooking the Day Away. This one I did add journaling, and I added this little boarding pass down here so I'd have a place to do my journaling. And then on this one I just did journaling. That's all I added. And I am really excited, like I said, with how everything turned out. I loved adding all these little bits and pieces. This layout took me forever because I was talking to my niece, and we were just kind of chewing the rag is what my grandma used to call it, but we were just, not really gossiping, but just talking. It was lots of fun, and I had such a good time with my family. I'm hoping you all are looking forward to the pictures that I'm going to be scrapbooking from this trip. I got to take my 6-month-old grandson, and he was very cooperative with lots of fun pictures. But I had such a good time creating and scrapbooking at the beach. I'm glad that I took some things with me to document and had a little crafty time. I hope you'll go and check out all the other things that I'll be scrapbooking for the rest of the month and next month. And I hope you will give me a thumbs up if you like this video. So I hope you all have a great day. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping.